Okay, I have to tell you though, Darren, even though we're talking about these record temperatures, in San Francisco tonight, as we're waiting for the lights to be displayed and for the button to be pressed, it is gorgeous. It's that perfect temperature outside,
So
right?
I've got to talk about the intensity of the heat.
Yes.
But when the sun goes down
Oh my
on a
goodness.
day like this,
I know.
and you're outside and you're on the waterfront, I'm looking
Yeah.
at all the people where Kara was for that live
It's
shot.
a perfect spot.
I was so incredibly jealous that they all somehow knew this was the night to be down there.
They were listening to your forecast. We have the northern lights and we have the Bay Area lights. Now, let's go to some live pictures and show you. We have 48,000 total LED lights. So we're talking about $11 million funded entirely by donations. These are private funds. And as we're waiting for them to press that button there, just think about all of these things. The smallest contribution, $2. And then the largest, Darren, was this from you? $1 million.
Actually, it was.
Actually, it wasn't. But, you know, when we talk about just all of the care that went into it, this happened 10 years ago during Super Bowl 50, when we first had the lights turn on and all of the exceptional work that was put into it. And now 10 years later, we get to enjoy it again. I have to tell you, I drive over the Bay Bridge to the East Bay each and every day. And I just loved looking at those lights each and every night. So it's so great to see them come back.
Have we discussed already your history with that very first time these lights were turned on?
I don't know if we've discussed it, but I do know that I was surrounded by the mayor at the time and Governor Gavin Newsom, and and Pelosi was there, Nancy Pelosi, and all of the city leaders, and we were right in the middle pushing that button. We were waiting for that countdown, and it was so cool to see that. So it's the very same thing here. We had the countdown clock that you're seeing. So what you're looking at on your screen right now, obviously, is the minutes to when we're going to see the lights turn on. 27 minutes. Let me ask you this: it looks light right now. So are they spot on with the timing? If we're going to turn them on at 7:45?
Yeah, you remember we were looking at sunset time, and it's coming up already.
Yes.
You know, we've just got twilight light left in the sky. I think they're probably timing this to capture that gorgeous perspective with a little bit of twilight, and you'll still see those lights even with that.
All right, I want to go to the ceremony now, and you'll see a familiar face. Our own former anchor, KPIX anchor, Dana King, emceeing this event. Let's take a listen.
Who gets to witness it and to live here and see it and live with it. So, I am honored to be the one to be corralling this evening for all of you. Why me? Well, I'm blessed and highly favored. And other than that, I have collaborated with Illuminate on an installation in Golden Gate Park, temporary installation, and I became a board member of Illuminate, and that's why I'm here. I'm just really lucky. So be lucky with me, stick with us. This is going to be a very exciting night. I'm going to be up on that stage, so I better get to it.
And that's Dana King starting off the ceremony kind of before all of the dignitaries are going to start and talk about these lights. And of course, if you look at our Bay Area countdown to the lights, 26 minutes, 18 seconds. Darren Peck standing by with me as well. And he was just telling me that actually they're timing this to kind of have the perfect sunset with the vision of the lights. Am I explaining that right, Darren?
Well, that would just be my assumption on this,
Yeah.
because I can see how with the timing of this, those lights on the bridge are bright enough that when we get to twilight, you'll be able to see them. You can remember that from the last iteration of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could still see those lights beautifully at this time of night. I think it adds a really cool effect because twilight just looks gorgeous as a backdrop for this. And we're going to see those lights no problem, I'm sure, when it comes time to turn them on. Plus, it's actually going to get a little bit darker by the time they get to it.
It'll be perfect. And then Brad Hamilton was giving us the story and a look, just kind of what behind the scenes to get these lights put up there and the manpower to make sure that they're up in the right order. And that's also going to be a display. It's going to have certain kind of, variations to it. It's not just going to be those lights. There'll be some flickering, some movement. That's very cool to see.
We've gotten some previews. They've been testing these for quite some time.
Yeah, this is true. Actually, someone
secret.
did say to me, I thought the lights were already on.
I know.
They have been on if you've seen them, but that was kind of a test run. This is the official night when they're going to be on officially for a long time.
the tribute just started with the fire hoses there to give it that really cool effect. So I'm
Yep.
certain that they've got something coming up in the show.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this is all from private donations, and this was kind of a labor of love to kind of get the community and those who really wanted to see the Bay lights sparkle and come to life to, you know, own it and put some donation into it. And so we were saying that it ranged from $2 to $1 million. And this is what it took to the heavy lifting that got involved. It was a paycheck and it was some creativity to make this actually happen.
I liked Kara's insight to it, where one of the ways to inspire people to want to take part in this is you could, I think the way she phrased it was almost like you were adopting a light bulb.
Yes,
or
you can,
maybe
right.
it was a special occasion. She said if you had an engagement or something that was a moment in your life that you wanted to commemorate, you could buy or purchase a specific bulb in the whole display, and then they're mapping it for you. So you then know which one of those bulbs across the entire span of the bridge is linked to your donation, but also whatever it was you wanted to commemorate.
That's so true.
Which brought out that donation.
Yeah, you can see that and pinpoint it on the map. I'm not quite sure what the price is. We'll have to look into that. But it's kind of like when you buy a star. You know, you can be able to kind of own and claim a star in the galaxy. Maybe our producers can kind of look that up and see how much it is. But the celebration is going to start pretty soon. And again, 23 minutes, 23 seconds to the Bay Light celebration when they're going to kind of push that light on, and all will be going on. And you can see people just along the Embarcadero. They're skating, they're walking along, they're eating dinner. I mean, if you time this perfectly to the start of spring, this is the perfect night to have a celebration like this.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Here comes Dana, by the way.
Shout out to the San Francisco Fire Department. Woo! That's so fabulous. Good evening. Good evening. My name is Dana King, and I'm so honored to be here with all of you tonight. Some of you might remember from a long time ago that I was a news anchor at KPIX. I had really short hair. I was a lot younger, and that was more than a dozen years ago. So let's just forget about that, because I'm on to my encore career as a sculptor of black bodies in bronze. And the work that I do brings the history of African descendants to statuary, monumental statuary, and all it and it's proof that there is life after news. Okay, I'm just giving you a heads up here. I'm thrilled beyond measure to be here tonight. This is such a momentous occasion. Am I right or am I right? Come on, that's it. That's all I get. There we go. You know, as the Sufi poet Rumi said, we love Rumi. Whatever lifts the corners of your mouth, trust that. I don't know about you, but I'm smiling tonight. Are you smiling? Are you happy? We are going to relight these lights across a Bay Bridge. Woo! It's been a while. It's been a minute. So you're in the right place. You're eat slowly, because it's not dark yet. Illuminate. Let's talk about illuminate for a moment. There are many things that the organization Illuminate does to inspire awe in this city. But this literally is the hallmark of its love for San Francisco, which is the gift of light. Light. This is the best of public art because it's for everyone. It costs nothing to enjoy it. Okay, you might need a car. Or if you don't have a car, maybe someone in your crew has a car to get across the bridge to see what's going to happen here. Or you could just come down to the Embarcadero. Or you could take the bus across the bridge. Okay, those are your options. It's pretty much free, right? But it is also a fine example of the importance of generosity. This project reflects the generous culture of the Bay Area. This was completely funded by donors. Completely funded by donors. There's not a government penny in this. 1,500 donors, to be exact, who gave of their treasure. The smallest gift, $2. The largest gift, $1 million. But we give according to our ability. Yes? Yes. So I have the pleasure of introducing the Illuminate founder, who's a visionary. It's on his card. If you're lucky enough to have his card, it says visionary. But he is the man who started all of this. Ben Davis. Don't come up here yet, Ben, because I'm going to introduce you a little bit. I'm going to embarrass you. Not really, but he had the concept for the Bay Light back in 2010. 2010. And from there, built it into a vibrant nonprofit with art projects throughout the entire city, from Golden Mile in the Golden Gate Park, 250 music every single year, Fulton Plaza, and the super cool laser installations that you see for Pride and on many iconic buildings here in the Bay. He is our visionary. He is our friend. He is the founder of Illuminate. Where are you, Ben? Oh, how could I miss this? I didn't see you. Hi. I know. How did I miss you? You look fab.
All right. All right. What a treat. Thank you, Dana. A round of applause, Dana. Dana, she was on the Illuminate board, but she also is. That was a gorgeous piece. And for 2 years, my favorite time of the week was Thursday between 10 and noon, when we would get together and we would bring out flowers and we would wash the faces of the ancestor and refresh the flowers in their hair. And it was just the most spiritually recharging thing I've ever had a chance to do, Dana. Thank you so much. I miss you. I miss you so much. Again, my name is Ben Davis. Welcome to the City of Awe. This is the new name for San Francisco. This is an open source moniker. Feel free to just use it. You don't need to credit anybody. If Philadelphia is the city of brotherly love, Paris is the city of light, Los Angeles, the city of angels, we hereby declare San Francisco the City of Awe, because it frickin' is. And it's not only a declaration of who we are, but it's also this calling to who we must be in the world, especially right now. You know, I get a chance to go all around the city, and I have a really interesting job. I get to talk to so many different groups. I get to talk to people in government. I get to talk to arts organizations and artists. I get to talk to philanthropists. I get to really kind of do this interesting cross-section. And there's something happening right now in this city where everybody feels like they're here for a reason, even if they don't know exactly what it is. San Francisco calls us in, this city of under 1 million people that has the power to change the world. And I truly believe this. Maybe it's just because I want Illuminate's work to feel important, but I think we now live in and are part of the most important city in the world. This is not just a sort of a vague declaration. You could say Kansas City is the best city in the world. This is different. Kansas City's great, but we're the most important city in the world, because I think the times in which we live means the arc of human consciousness is being defined by the people who've chosen to come here. AI will be whatever AI is, but the thing that I think can influence it the most is to have such an outpouring of culture right now, to have the streets be so alive, to have this city become right away, you know, Florence in the Renaissance. And that happens through the culture of generosity. That happens through all of us taking, you know, respectful risks with the public realm, but shaking up the system a bunch so that we can do the things that make the city beautiful. One of the things I love about the Bay Lights so much is that the thousands of people who've helped this project, from the artists to the bureaucrats who took a system that's designed to say no and found a way to deconstruct and reconstruct that system so we could above board say the yes to the things that we want to see in the world, to the folks who provided the insurance and the legal help and the technology and the installation and the philanthropy and everything else. Nobody had any other interest in mind than together creating beauty in the world. There's no other function than beauty, but I'm such a great believer now in the power of beauty to unite us. So for just a moment, let's focus on the beauty of what we have in front of us and the power of this idea. You know, this idea sort of visited me and put me into service, and 2.5 years later it manifests. But I'm 15 years on this journey. It's an incredible journey. I've witnessed so many moments, so many people where this project could have died, but some heroic force, some right person at the right moment came forward to make it a reality. And this room is absolutely full of those people. So for just a moment, give yourself and each other a big round of applause. It's really amazing. The other thing that I think Leo pointed out the other day, which is great for me to remember, is that, you know, we raised $11 million last time around on this, or for this project rather, for this version of it. But overall, the community here in San Francisco has generously given $25 million to go through the iterations of this project. That is radically impressive. So generous, so beautiful. And again, the power of that generosity, I just want to see that continue to accelerate. Find another pocket. This is the moment. Because if we can show the world, not just that we're in the moment of recovery, because we're past that, but we can show the world how bright a city full of loving, generous people can shine. That's the inspiration the world needs right now, coming out of San Francisco. So put your hands together for the city that we live in. Everyone let that little term slip off your tongue and see what happens when you call this place, you know, the city of awe. And let me talk for a moment just about Leo, who I get the privilege of introducing. You know, I was introduced by Leo, I think, by divine circumstance. This project was starting to get traction within Caltrans, but I realized, wow, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I need to find somebody who does. And the first name that came to me was Leo, and through like really weird circumstances. And I entered it into the browser, and his site came up, and I'm like, wow, I think this is the guy. And then really quickly we fell into conversation. And on this project, which is considered one of the most seminal works of public art in the world, there was no design competition. There was no international selection criteria. There was no judging panel, the resubmittal of artwork. There was no competition or public voting. There was just one conversation with one artist the whole time. I never spoke to another artist. And I think it was divine sensibility, Leo, that our paths came together in this project. But along the way, people who are connoisseurs of the Baylights like me have seen version 1, and I can recognize the patterns in version 1. It was stunning and beautiful and awesome. And then version 2 kind of loosened up a little bit. But what we're going to introduce tonight is very familiar as the Baylights, but unlike anything you've experienced before with the Baylights. A couple of amazing things have happened. First of all, you know, the challenge we had before, we were using kind of an off-the-shelf product from a consumer multinational conglomerate. And this is a really tough environment, and that piece of hardware just wasn't up to what we needed in this bridge. So we were able to bring in a group called Musco Lighting out of Iowa, and they have lavished their attention on making this not just durable in the harsh conditions of the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge, but also as much as possible, giving a greater degree of control, subtle things that most of us wouldn't notice. But in the hands of Leo, something magical has happened. Because, you know, if you look at the 10 or 12 years since Leo started this project, he's had an amazing evolution as an artist. He's done 9 bridges on the River Thames. He's got an international practice. I've met his team. He's got an extraordinary team. And those two things coming together, this technology with this little bit of more room, but mostly Leo just coming with the next version of this, means we're going from awesome, 1.8 miles of light across the sky, to absolutely sublime. Something that doesn't exist anyplace else in the world or even close. A lot of other bridges are lit, I suppose now. They're sort of following our lead, but nothing comes close to the Baylights. So put your hands together for the amazing character, artist, leader, visionary himself, Leo Villareal. I'm going to use the mic over here.
Well, thank you, everyone, for being here. It's pretty overwhelming to see the magic that can happen when we all come together. And thank you, Ben, for asking me to think about the Bay Bridge as a canvas. And I'm incredibly honored to be the artist and creator of the Bay Lights. But this doesn't happen just by itself. It's thousands of people who have worked for 15 years in making this piece a reality. So I'm incredibly grateful to everyone who believed in this crazy idea of our short, 45-second animation that showed what the piece could look like. And I thought this probably will never happen because of the sheer scale of the bridge. But somehow, against all odds, Caltrans saw it. They were inspired. They said, "This, maybe you could get a permit to do this." We went on this crazy 2.5-year journey of forming a nonprofit, raising funds, finding out technically how to do it, and making it happen. So that was 2013. The weather was quite different the night we launched it out on Pier 14. Crazy waves were crashing against the pier, and I was there huddled with Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom and Mayor Lee and everyone trying to keep our computers dry. But we pushed the button and it came on, and it's been an unbelievable experience. For me, it's really about bringing people together, and I often describe my artworks as digital campfires that people want to gather around. And I think this is the antidote to the separation, the polarization, the things that are happening out in the world. And I feel like I know art is very, very powerful and has the ability to kind of neutralize all this negativity. So I am deeply grateful for all of you in joining me in this effort to transform the world into something beyond. I'm so grateful to my family, my wife, Yvonne Forrest Villareal, who is here, my kids, my team back in my studio. I have 10 rock stars working with me in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. They describe me as the astronaut doing the spacewalk, and they're the ones handing me all the cables, and without them, I would die. So it's that level of trust and support. And again, feeling that with everyone that's helped make this happen, from everyone at Caltrans, Dear Saeed, our lighting manufacturers. So many people helped. It was thousands of people, and this is not easy. All this work happens from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. With lane closures and cars zipping by at 50 miles plus an hour, people hanging 500 feet over the water in a basket trying to hang a fragile piece of electronics. So this is really a monumental effort. But it is the people who gave to this and believed in it as a gift to the city and to everyone. So I hope everyone feels a sense of ownership, that this is about communal effort and all of us doing it together. So it's not about me, it's about us. So we all did this, and there's a lot of magic here. So I'm immensely grateful for the opportunity, and I hope that this will inspire other artists and communities to do more of this type of work, which we need. So I'm all about transformation, and anything we can do to help to expand that, I'm all in. So thank you again for being here, and I'm thrilled to be able to unveil this shortly. Thank you.
Appreciate your creative genius. Really, artists are here to disrupt. And I have a dear friend who likes to say that being an artist is to create something revolutionary. And you absolutely have, Leo. So thank you so much. We are now going to be joined by a public servant who has authored more than 100 bills that have been signed into law. I mean, he's a working Democrat, okay? And these laws are so powerful and impact people's lives and make such a difference. But he also stands up for things that make California a special place, from housing and transit to transformative public art. Senator Scott Wiener has been a huge supporter of this project specifically. He's a champion in our community and a believer in the city of awe. Ladies and gentlemen, Senator Scott Wiener.
Thank you, thank you. Happy Bay Lights Day, everyone. First of all, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to Ben and the Illuminate team and to Leo for this gift to San Francisco, the permanent gift to San Francisco. But the work that Illuminate does around this city in so many parts of San Francisco including like on Pride weekend and so many times of year where Illuminate steps up and makes the best and most beautiful city in the world that much more beautiful. So Illuminate, Ben, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I'm not just, I'm excited as a San Franciscan that the Bay Lights are coming back, but I also am excited because in 2013, when this concept first came forward, I was a member of the Metropolitan Transportation Commission, which among other things oversees the Bay Bridge. And Illuminate and our staff brought the project to us, and I immediately was so excited about it, but it was brought to us as a temporary project. And I was like, no, no, no. And you can check the video, I said this, no, everyone is gonna fall in love with this and it needs to be permanent. It was temporary and that's just how it goes. They wanted to try it out. And lo and behold, everyone fell in love with it. And so it coming back, the Bay Lights coming back is extraordinary. And it makes San Francisco more beautiful. It makes the Bay Area more beautiful. But on top of the beauty, the Bay Lights make San Francisco's light overall brighter, a brighter light for this great city. And particularly with everything happening in the world right now, we need San Francisco's light to shine bright. And that's what this does. So happy Bay Lights. And I have a little recognition for Ben and for Illuminate and for Leo, just to say thank you from the State Senate for all that you have done for our great city. So come on up. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. So I was out walking the Embarcadero this morning, and I walked down to Giants Stadium, where I have a sculpture of a woman named Toni Stone, who is the first woman to play professional baseball. She played in the Negro Leagues. And I just wanted to check in on her, make sure she was still looking good. And this city is so clean and so sparkly. It's so beautiful. And I think that we can thank, in many ways, the man I'm about to introduce. Yeah, no, don't say no. Yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. So tonight, this is about our community coming together. And, you know, as Senator Wiener said, look, unless you've been under a rock, this is a challenging time that comes on the heels of COVID, right? I know that was in 2020 to 2022, but that was yesterday, right? The older you get, the, faster the days go, what can I say? But no one embodies the spirit of this city at this time more than the 46th mayor of San Francisco, Mayor Daniel Lurie. He is a champion for our local artists. Yeah, I told you, I'm going to keep going. Our businesses. He's on Instagram all the time, walking around the city and talking to people. It's awesome. But he is here to help us kick this off the right way. Please welcome our mayor. Here we go. Well,
Thank you, Dana. Thank you. Wow. Look at this. How are you all doing out there? Can I just say one thing? We took our lumps for a few years. We all know this. But I am proud to say that San Francisco is the greatest city in the world. And one of the big reasons why is because our creative class, our arts, our culture has always led the way, and we are doing so again. And this illustration tonight, the Bay Lights, is just one more illustration of why. Leo, thank you. Thank you for your creativity, your imagination, and for believing in San Francisco over and over again. Ben, to you and the Illuminate team, thank you. I think the state senator said it properly. It's not just about the Bay Lights. It's also about what you did during Pride and those lights down Market Street, shining a light on our incredible LGBTQ plus community and all that is great here in San Francisco. I said it a year and a half ago, and I'm going to keep saying it again. We are going to lean into our arts. We're going to lean into our creative class because no one does it better than San Francisco. Now, the only thing waiting between you and seeing these lights is me. And so I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to just end it with, I hope you all join in because this is our mantra now. Let's go San Francisco. Thank you. All right, everybody, come on up here.
Sure. Push this button, and this button directly connects to the lights.
Which button?
Yeah.
All right, where are we starting from?
5 is good. 10, what's good? What's a good number?
10, 9, 8.
And there you have it. You saw the countdown, and now the relighting ceremony officially on.
The glory that was yours is another day. I'm going home to my city by the bay. I left my heart in San Francisco. High on a hill.
Such a tribute to San Francisco. The new light system made up of 48,000 individual LED lights designed to withstand the wind, the salt, the air, the vibration. All of it there, as you can see. Look at this beautiful backdrop on this beautiful Friday evening. We want to thank you so much for joining us for this special celebration as the Bay Lights return. The news continues streaming right here on CBS News Bay Area. You can join Devin Feely at 8 p.m. for the primetime edition. On PIX Plus, we'll leave you now with a look at the lights and have a great evening.